if you see this, here it has an error. What's wrong with it? So we find that here, for the market basket, the PA, PB, PC, PD should be flagged. It is not continuous variable. It's 0 or 1. So we click apply and OK. So after that, we click run. Now it has the result. We double click here, and then we find that this is the rules and antecedent as the source, and here is the target. If I click here, this one, and click the lift, and you can see the lift here, and sort by the lift. And the highest lift should be this. Let's go to the PowerPoint, and here also has the result. And this means that if a customer has bought PA plus PB plus PD, then the probability of a customer buying PC. So the support is the probability of buying PA and PB and PD. And confidence is if the customer has bought PA, PB, and PD, the probability of buying PC. And the lift is this one. It is higher than 1. So these two is positively correlated. And next is the linear regression. And the question is that you need to identify the relationship between customer profile and spending. So what kind of customer profile will have the highest spending? So you need to use the linear regression to calculate it. First, you need to use type as the input. You need to use the spend as target, and the type age and other customer profile as independent variable, and use this regression to do the linear regression model. The method is enter, and here we will not include the constant in equation and run it. So let's go to the SPSS modeler. First close it, put it to the other place, and then we also use the CSV. Here we find type, click view ops, find type, and then connect these two. Double click on type, and then here you can see that first we still change all of them into none, and we use the spending as our target, which is dependent variable, and type independent variable, age independent variable, sex. Oh, here we are going to use gender. So here we change gender. We will use gender to do it. So connect the gender to type. Double click on type. You can see here now it comes to gender. First we will do it again to change all of them into none, and then here the spend, we use it as dependent variable, type independent variable, age independent, sex we use gender independent, job we use independent, MS independent, house independent. So this is the customer profile and spend. Click apply. Okay. So now we will use the linear regression model. Click modeling, and then click the all, and then we find regression here, and then we connect the type to regression. Double click on regression, and then you can see here the model. The method default is enter. We use default, and then include constant. We will not take it. So click apply, and click run. Wait for some time, and then it has the final result. Double click it. You can see the importance of the variable. Click summary. You can see which independent and the coefficient and final result. But here you can find that we can go to the SPSS model to see it's the same. So we can find the result here, but the significance, we can say H is almost 1 and MS is 0.2, about 0.3. It is too high. It's higher than the probability of 0.1. So we are going to use a better model to do it. We are going to use backward method to run it again. Go back, close it, and then click Expand. So we are going to use backward. Now you are going to ask, what is backwards? If you want to understand it, you can click this help. The help function will teach you what is that. So if you have any question, you can click that help button to see the details. For example, here, the enter, you will enter all the fields into equation, but backward, it will enter into that, but it will do it step by step, and if there is any field is not very good, it will be removed. So we use backward. Click apply and run. And now it has the final result. We just said that the age is not that good, so now the age has been removed. It has a better model, which that this significance is lower than 0.1. Click apply. Okay. So here we use the backward and has the result. Next is logistic regression. For logistic regression, what is the difference between linear regression and logistic regression? We just see that the dependent variable of spend, it is a continuous variable. But for logistic regression, in the most of the time, we will use the binary dependent variable, which is that y is 0 or 1. It is binary. So if the dependent variable is binary or is categorical, the logistic regression is better. And here we are going to solve a problem, is that what kind of independent variable has an influence on buying PA. So you can see here, the target is PA, and all the other variables are going to influence the PA. We are going to find out what kind of variables. So here we use type, and then we are going to use logistic regression, and it's a binomial model, and we use forward. So now we are going to go to SPSS modeler. Here we still use gender, and click field ops. We are going to use type, drag and drop the type, connect the gender one to type, double click on type, and then you can see here we want to use the PA as target, and we will not use the ID. We not use sex because we use gender one. And then let me see what kind of variable it is. And we are not going to use spend because the spend is correlated with PA. And remember that, please change to PA to flag, which is either 0 or 1. None. and PA, we use flag, click apply and OK. Now you can use the logistic regression, click modeling all, and then you will find logistic here. Drag and drop the logistic, connect this to, double click on it. I've set its binary, binomial model, and we use forward. Click apply and OK and run. So here is the final result. Double click it. You can expand all. You can see PA is influenced by age, MS, PC, and gender 1. If you click advanced, you can see the process. I scroll up and then you see here all the coefficient of a variable is age, MS, PC, gender 1, and constant. You can see age is a negative number. It means that if the age should be 0, which is young guys would bought this PA. You can use this way to expand other variables. Click OK, and then you finish the logistic regression. And next is prospect list. For prospect list, you need to generate a list of 50 top potential customers in cross-selling product PA. So please pay attention that it's top 50 customer and it's potential customer, which means that this customer didn't buy PA, but we are going to cross-sell PA to them, make them to buy PA. So how to generate a prospect list? First, we will select the customer, include the customer who didn't buy PA, and we are going to calculate its result, the probability of buying PA, VA, and we use the formula which we have already generated in the logistic regression. And then we are going to use derive the logistic regression's result, and then we are going to sort descending and then get the top 50 customer. First, let's go to the SPSS modeler, and then first we are going to click record ops, drag and drop the select, connect the gender 1 to select,